Welcome to the Slow Morse course, and we're going to continue this week in the same vein as we did last week, starting off quite slowly with the Farnsworth method, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to play each of the call signs, send each of the call signs. I'm not playing them, I haven't re-recorded them or anything. I'm going to send each call sign without using the Farnsworth method, and then I'm going to repeat the call sign. These are all international call signs, and I'm going to repeat them using the Farnsworth method, so having a larger gap in between each of the characters. Here we go. This is VK7 Whiskey running the Slow Morse course. With the Northern Tasmanian Amateur Radio Club in the background somewhere. Here we go. Switching to CW. Please stand by. said, you go with that little lot, and I'm sorry, I did send in the Farnsworth mode a couple of call signs with the first couple of letters are a bit too close together. I got a bit carried away. Anyway, these are the first 10 call signs that I sent, and I started off by sending DE oval from VK7WW, and then I sent the context separated da 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 da. Instead of sending punctuation, I just sent the equal sign. Change of context when you're talking about antennas and you want to talk about your radio or the weather, whatever. The first call sign was Alpha Golf 1 Alpha, followed by Alpha Kilo 6 India, followed by Charlie Tango 1 Sierra Oscar. You do know where these countries are, don't you? Followed by Echo India 2 Juliet Delta, Golf 7 Sierra Echo, Hotel Lima 3 Echo Romeo Juliet, India Kilo 8 India Papa Lima, India Zulu 5 Foxtrot Sierra Alpha, Juliet Alpha 2 X-Ray Whiskey, and the final one was Juliet Echo 7 Juliet Zulu Tango JE7JZT. Let's continue. Hope you're keeping up. Nothing like to... I didn't send that. I'm looking at the Discord channel and I can see that VK3BTV, Kieran, says that I sent DE of or from VK7 Wet Your Whistle. Oh, dear me. Must be pizza time. Yay! Right, here we go again. Please stand by, switching to CW. here we go again with the next lot. I think I made a mistake or two there. Anyway, we'll see what Jordan and Kieran VK3BTV copied. They've just put what they decoded up on the Discord channel. Anyway, you probably wrote down your decoding, and the first one was Juliet Hotel 8 Mike Zulu Foxtrot. Juliet Hotel 8 Mike Zulu Foxtrot, followed by Juliet Kilo 3 Golf Whiskey Tango, and Kilo 2 Tango Echo Romeo, followed by Kilo 4 Lima Charlie Papa, and Kilo 4 Uniform Lima Alpha, and then Kilo Alpha 7 Uniform Lima Juliet. And I don't know where that came from because it's not on my list. Well, the Kilo Alpha 7 is. I just lost the plot. Followed by Kilo Bravo number 2 Foxtrot Charlie Victor, and Kilo Quebec 4 India. Kilo Quebec 4 India, and Kilo Whiskey number 4 Juliet, and the last one was Lima X-Ray number 2 Sierra Mike. Lima X-Ray 2 Sierra Mike. Okay, this is where it gets a bit steamy because I'm going to up the speed, but I'll still be doing the same thing as best as I can. Please stand by. This is VK7 Whiskey with the slow Morse course. Well, it's not going to be so slow at the moment. Please stand by, switching to CW. have fun with what they put up on the Discord channel, don't they, Jordan? Yeah, sorry about that. Right, here we go. These are the call signs that I sent that time round. I started off with November 3 X-ray Mike. I always begin with DE oval from VK7WW and then the context separator because I'm obliged to identify myself not only on voice but also on CW. So first call sign November 3 X-ray Mike, followed by November 5 Golf Oscar, and then November 9 India Oscar, and then well, it was actually Oscar Zulu 6 Echo India, followed by, well, I did make a mistake, but it's all right. We carried on. The next call sign, official call sign, was Papa Alpha 2 Tango Mike Sierra, followed by Papa Yankee number 2 Oscar Papa, followed by Romeo 0 Quebec Alpha, and then Whiskey 5 Uniform Hotel Quebec. And then the last two were Whiskey 9 Golf Echo and Whiskey Sierra number 7 India. And then, of course, I finished off with DE oval from VK7WW, didadidadit, meaning end of message, and K for kilo for over. Right. And just keeping an eye on the time. We've only got... I know that... See, you've thrown me again. You've just got to stop saying that. I know I'm checking every letter you get, and if you get it wrong, you'll have extra homework. And extra homework for you, Kieran. I'm sorry you can't see the Discord channel. But what I'm going to do now is send some plain text. So we're going to take a break from the actual call signs side of things, and I'll just send a little bit of plain text, and I'll keep the speed down to about, well, let's say 12 words a minute, and see how you copy. This is VK7 Whiskey Whiskey, soon to wrap up the slow Morse course. Please stand by, switching to CW for the last bit. people who are listening online. And good evening to you, Phil, if you're there. And I'll just run through what I sent. A straightforward sentence. I was particularly varying it on purpose so that you get used to hearing away from the Farnsworth method, so you get used to just the rhythm at about 12 words a minute. I know it extends you, and that's why I didn't do it for very long. Right, this is what I sent. I sent the word the twice. You should start to learn to recognize complete words. Da, 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 dit, the. Rather than take individual letters. And then when we get to that stage, you start to do head copy, and you don't need to write it down because you're so used to hearing the word the. In fact, you probably don't have to even write down my call sign when I send it, because you've got to know it automatically. Right. This is what I sent. The circuit can accept input signal levels up to 500, should be millivolts, 500 millivolts. And then I also sent a full stop or a period, which we'll get into a bit more next week, dealing with commas, full stops, and forward slashes. Now, forward slashes, of course, you'll hear quite a bit, especially from stations who are doing POTA or WWFF, IOTA, SOTA, LOLOTA, and anything else when they're portable, or maybe even mobile. Although going mobile, sending Morse code, is not that difficult, actually, if you're in the passenger seat. This is VK7 Whiskey Whiskey. That completes the slow Morse course. We're just 1 minute over. But we're going to, and good evening to you, Kevin. I see you're on the Discord channel, VK3 Kilo Echo Victor. Very good. Thanks for joining in. And I don't know whether Richard's VK6 is about, but good evening to you if you are. This is VK7 Whiskey Whiskey. Now, I'm going to invite stations to come back on voice, and we'll see how we go. Just stand by, Daniel. We'll get to you in just a moment. Let me see who else is there. This is VK7 Whiskey Whiskey. Now standing by for any voice stations.